Greetings Cancer, hey, a warm welcome to you all. Thank you for joining me. This is your March 2020 reading. We will be using the 3 different decks that you see before you. Only one card from this one because it's quite an intense light language deck by Denise Jarvie. We have moved through the beginning of 2020 already into the 3rd month, which tells us that things are moving rapidly and with pace as we expected this year and this decade to be. Many changes afoot with the different planetary lineups, with a whole bunch of sequences and scenarios that can be working in the background energies for a lot of people. Sometimes this could leave you feeling a little bit like confounded or unsure of why things are happening, which way to go with them and how to address them. Now, speaking of that, I've done some intuitive work for you, and one of those messages definitely popped up. So the first word I got for you was balance. It seems as though you need to apply some balance to some situations around you, possibly your emotions. The letter V, like V for victory, may be important to you. Some of you have got like a feeling of indecision around you over a decision or something that you are passionate about, or someone you are passionate about. It's a feeling as if you can't quite make like a clear or accurate, insightful decision about something. There's this feeling of cloudiness or inability to jump, to take the leap of faith, or to say, yes, I'm going left or right. You're being pulled between intellect and emotions, and we need to have you apply some intellect at some points as well. So not just all emotions, because I know that Cancer, you can be a very emotionally, a lot of your decisions can be made through the emotions or through the heart, but there's a call for something in March, possibly even more than March, so further on, that needs to have your decisions applied with logic as well. Love. Some of you have got new love coming, and it could be also sudden changes in love relationships, and I feel this is most likely for the positive. So if you've been in a position where your love relationship might have been a bit stuck or glitchy or something going on, for some of you there is an ability to have a positive outcome or a positive change in direction. Again, this may take you putting the effort in to make a decision about which way to take something. You need to stay very grounded in March, and being grounded is often more about applying logic or diligence or processing things or having strategies and plan. So I've got here, earth yourselves, and I'm not quite sure what I even mean by that, but go outdoors, spend time with Mother Nature, feel the energy of earth, the Gaia energy. Also, your base chakra may need attention or activating or focusing on, and the base chakra is where we gain our finances, our money, our job, our homes, our stability, our friendships, relationships, where we also get things like fear or panic or those feelings of instability. It's also where we feel very grounded from. Some of you are going to experience something very big and very emotional over this next period of time. Now, it could be, as I say, slightly longer than March, or it could start in March, or it could be coming to fruition in this period of March. So let's jump into the cards and see what is in store for you guys for Cancer for March. What would you like them to hear? There's 3 there. We can do another couple. What would you like them to hear, see, or focus on, or understand at a greater depth? This is for Cancer, March 2020. Time to fly. Time to go. That's what I'm thinking of. 9 of Cups, the Wish card. Yay! And someone else has just had the Wish card too, actually. So there's something in the air in March that there seems to have been a feeling of being fulfillment one way or another for a lot of people. It's as if something has come to an evolutionary cycle, or as if something is being cleared, or as if a freedom of some sort is unfolding. Just maybe one more, or one or two at most. Maybe that one. The King of Autumn, he could be a court card person around you, often a Pentacles person. He says be assertive when it comes to what you know is right, everything going your way, a good person or company to work for, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic and gifted. So there's a likelihood that some of you may come across this person. He could be a new love interest for some of you. For others, he can have to do with your finances because he is the King of Pentacles. He's known as the entrepreneur. He can be very good when it comes to investments or giving advice or being someone like a bank manager or a loans person or a lawyer. So it's positive energy that he's exuding. Given that I've picked him up with this wish card, there is positivity here again that you may have some dream come true or some wish occur around a career or job or information to do with or pertaining to your finances, either how you earn them, spend them or invest them. So what a great way to start a reading. I'm also looking at this beautiful German Shepherd down here, and I'm thinking for some of you, you may even have a German Shepherd, or you may be looking at getting a German Shepherd. For some of you, there could be a health issue with this dog in particular. Oh, and for some others, he's passed over and he's here to say hello. Now, this was coming to me just before I started your reading. It was brought to my mind that we're coming into Easter. And Easter is a period where the veils of between the spirit world and the physical world are very much thinned. And I wondered what that message might be specifically. There's some of you, there are pets around, and for some of you, there's literally this dog wanting to reconnect or let you know that he is here for you and that he is a guardian, possibly a guardian angel or even a spirit animal guide. So that's my little dog now barking. Wow, I tell you, that was energy happening in here right there and then. Yeah, so the veils do thin around the Easter time period. It's just because of the whole Christed white light, the angelic vibrations. The portals are very, very active and open. So some of you may experience some really intense connections with past over pets or even people. You might have clairvoyant or clear audient messages coming, or even dreams with past over people or pets. Let's see what else is in here. Another Pentacles card again. It does say manage your resources wisely, achieve a balance in how you spend and save, help out those who are less fortunate. This one can appear to be holding on to your money a bit tightly, as if you worry that there isn't enough of it. But we've seen here clearly that you have got the ability to make some changes or to bring more providence into your financial sector at this point in time. He may play a role in it. He may be someone who allows you to let go of a feeling of restriction or tightness that you've had around your chest. I also often see this card turn up possibly when people are attending an interview, and it can be an interview for a job that is overseas or in a different state than the state you are actually living in, even sometimes a different country. Oftentimes the interview goes very, very well and you're highly considered for the role, and then sometimes you even get the role. Now that might fall into when I said some of you are going to experience something very big and very emotional. It could be for some of you a change of career, which is big and emotional, or a change of job which leads you to shift from where you are living to another state or even country. Wow, there's the Tower. He's a big one when he comes out. I like the life experience that she talks about. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you, an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. And that matches very well with this something very, very big is happening for some of you, and it's very emotional. The Tower can be sudden and unexpected. It can bring balance back into your life that when things were out of balance. And this can be again at any level. And this is a very personal card. I find it sometimes is quite difficult to broach it too much in a broad general reading for people because the messages behind this are intensely personal. I have seen it crop up in workplaces when you can see people just up and leave a job, or when there are things happen where someone might be fired because of an indiscretion, or when there has been gossip going on and there's been backstabbing and someone is hurt by it. It can also happen in families when there are family arguments, and it can be quite a big falling out. It doesn't always have to be negative, but what the Tower teaches you is something needed to change, and it changes for the better, and you learn and grow from it, and you become a vastly different person. So yeah, actually you're the only guys that have had this come out, this particular readings in March, and it is a powerful card. We all know that. Boom. Well, this is really interesting because these two came out for Virgo, these two here, the same two cards. So I talked to them, and I'll put these down, very intensely about the power and magic of these two when they are combined together. So I'd love it if you could check your moon or rising signs, or if any of you have Virgo involved in your moon or rising, or if you have a Virgo partner or someone in your life who's got this Virgo energy, because this is connecting extremely highly between the two of you or yourself. Now this to me is a portal of extreme spiritual epiphanies, evolution, a feeling of elated bliss and harmony. This is what these two cards combined together bring in. Very, very powerful, uplifting energies that are coming to you through something like a portal, through a thinning of the veils, through a connection to the psychic, to your higher self, to your soul's evolution, to your soul's journey. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one. Boom. The awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. And wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. So I suggested, when I'm holding these cards right here, to actually stop the video even and just focus on this and meditate with it, and allow the energies of these two cards to be really pulled into your being, to your sphere, to your aura. Because when you receive two cards like this in a reading, and they didn't come in together per se, they are more powerful than you could begin to imagine. So you've been gifted a very special opportunity or window of opportunity for you to act on and uplift and initiate and connect with the power of the universe that is operating when it sends you stuff like this. Very, very powerful. Very much the heart chakra. Very much love. Very spiritual. It is massive. So enjoy it, guys, and I seriously, seriously mean it. It could have something to do with this life experience, some sort of altering of a reality, altering of a dimension, altering of a timeline. I don't know. Again, I can't go deeply into this for a general reading, but some of you are going through something massive. And I said, most likely for the better, especially in terms of relationships as well, and your own relationship with life. Beautiful combination, the Ace of Summer and the 9. They're the cups, you know, the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So let's see what's in here for Cancer. What would you like to... makes sense, doesn't it? I just said we've got so much love. The whole spiritual realm is love. It's light. It's light energy. It's a frequency. It's the 528 hertz frequency. Gaia's energy is love energy. Everything around you that is in harmony and balance is in love. There is opportunity here to heal when love is around. So if any of you have healing that is required through your heart or the heart of others, or relationships that have failed or been hurt or damaged or are currently going through transition, if it has been love that you have lost through people or animals passing over, there's healing energy coming in so much. It's like zoosh, it's just coming in. And I bring it back too to the you know, the pet for some of you. And it's not just pets, obviously. It may be children you might have lost as well, or siblings, family members. It's all here. It's as if they're talking. They've come through this portal at this point to heal a broken heart, to heal a hurt heart, to bring love back in. And they're wanting you to uplift the harmony and the love and the magic. Wow, this is very moving actually. It's really moving. Not so much this. And it's odd because you've actually had a lot of positivity in the financial sector, especially when we connected the Nine of Cups with it. But we did say when this one came out, it can feel as though you are restrictive and holding on to your finances, and sometimes this can happen through fear, and that of course is through the heart. And of course you have to heal the heart and free it of fear to let go of financial constraints if they are knocking on your pantry door. This card, when it's come out before, and I can't remember who for, I've said, if your thoughts are like this around money and it's full of cobwebs and your cupboards are empty, you need to do the work on shifting that energy and removing the cobwebs and removing the doubt or the fear or the lack or the worry or the lack of, and you need to replace it with this light and love and prosperity. Now, of course, I haven't even really talked, but this angel of love is often about a romantic love as well. So I did mention right from the beginning that romantic love was in the realms for you guys, a healing of love or new love. You know, you have got a really great reading. You're the last of the 12. So sometimes being the last, I think, is the best. And this is a boomer of a reading. Well, don't like him either. Hostilities. There could be someone around you who is jealous or envious, or someone that you have been dealing with in a situation that has created this to come up. And this kind of, they match each other a little bit, because often hostilities are what creates this major life experience with the Tower. You could choose to walk away from it, or if you want to finish it or clear it or move it on, be prepared to deal with the type of hostilities that can come when you stand up and speak your truth. So when you want to be heard, other people don't like it. They don't want you to stand up and be strong. They want to power over you because they hold the balance when they are angry or aggressive. This card doesn't usually mean that that's how you're behaving, but it means that's what can be going on around you, this aggressive kind of energy. So forewarned is forearmed. I still don't think this is necessarily bad. It's not a bad thing to have these cards come out, because behind it is just so much of this, the light, the healing, the love, you know, that these overpower any of this hostility from people. these people lose out in the end always, because you can't win with hostilities. It's a low vibration. It's not like this. He's jealous and envious anyhow. So let's see one more for Cancer. You've got some sort of power that you are, and remember I said don't let indecision rule you, and I said V for victory. You have some sort of power. It's either making these people angry, or they're threatened by perhaps an inner balance or feeling that you have got around something. Maybe it's your own personal growth, maybe it's success of something. Now we've got this guy, man holding a heart. So we've got two hearts out and in the open. It's like you feel the beat of the heart, like boom, 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 boom. So it's pulsing. There's a pulse going through this reading, and I feel it. It's immensely strong, and it will take down this. He will be knocked asunder. It may be, because they look a little alike, these two guys, it may be someone who you have been in love with or have been in a love relationship, and there is some sort of hostility from this person. And it may not be a man, it might be a woman, and it's to do with a personal love relationship. But you need to take a stand, and you need to either heal it, which could be done, or you need to balance it, and it might move on for some of you who are ready. The other message is heart health, physical heart health. Get your hearts checked. You might also have someone close to you who has a heart problem, and that person or people who you might make contact with from the spirit world, they may have died from a heart issue or a chest related issue. Back with the finances, he's similar to the guy that came in at the very beginning. They're almost the same energy. So we're starting to go round in circles now. So I feel that the messages have come to their completion from these two decks. It's a lot of beautiful, intense, deep messages that have come in. I feel that any stuff that's going on in the background gets overridden by this intense energy of love and light that comes in for you to utilize. But again, it's up to you about doing it, you know. You have to take charge. This indecision or fence sitting or lack of action will not cut it. If you sit on the fence and have an indecisive period, or you can't make a decision or a choice, you won't experience these. They won't happen if you don't do what you need to do. You know? You must take the action and jump into it. One last card for you from Denise Jarvie, the light language. Let's see what is in here for Cancer. We've had some pretty profound messages, so let's see what is in store for them. How powerful. My goodness. Healing. We've just talked so much about it. So I will put this card on the table. I'm going to partner it up with this one, and I will read to you from the book. Wow, this is beautiful. Be illuminated by love and truth. Right now, healing is taking place to support your understanding of the gifts in your experiences. Weird or difficult circumstances can often be a fast-track path to your desires. Until we recognize subtle imbalances, the best way to clean up outdated beliefs is to have our buttons pushed. Buttons are created by continued attention to unbalanced thoughts, ideas, or beliefs. Every time we are reminded of or talk about a hurt, It pushes a button and reopens a wound that we are yet to heal. Wounds are created by mental, spiritual, or physical trauma. Poking at them will prolong the healing process. Leave them alone so balance can be restored and wholeness can return. Inspired action for healing may include seeing a therapist, consulting a professional, or spending time in the ocean. Focusing on what you love is also healing. All is perfect in every moment, even if we can't see it at the time. Now, for some of you, this may be a physical health healing. If you have been going through a health issue, it might be coming toward an end cycle for you. It might have been a karmic health issue, but it might be prompting you to understand that you have to do something about it as well, because they've said, go and see a medical professional if you need to. So there are some other things that we can do, and there's a meditation here, and she suggests placing a hand on the card. So you can place a hand over the device that you're currently looking at. This is called See Things as They Are so Healing Can Begin. Close your eyes, slow your breathing, and move into your inner world. Imagine breathing starlight into your heart and embracing all that you allow or resist. Slip into stillness with an open heart and mind. Feel the honesty of your inner being as you enter the space of now. Each moment of your life is filled with wonderment, challenge, joy, and sorrow. Allow all things to be as they are right now, and you will feel free to be who you are. Feel empowered by your truth and ask yourself the following questions. Am I ready to release guilt, fear, judgment, and limitation? Am I ready to detach from what others think about me? And if I don't, can I follow my soul's voice? Do I love myself enough to care about how I feel? Am I open-minded? Do I trust myself? Just let the answers come. There is nothing you need to do right now. Stay in this space that you created for at least a minute. When you feel ready, breathe starlight into your outside world. Come back, open your eyes, and realize every problem travels with its solution. There's some journal work you could do. You could write down some things, so you get yourself a journal or a notebook, and it says write down or draw anything you need to forgive yourself for. Then add how your life would change if you did forgive yourself. Do the healing so you can live your life and fulfill your purpose. It is time to set yourself free so you can move forward and inspire others to be free as well. So a beautiful, empowering reading with a lot of healing, with a lot of amplitude through the portals, through timelines, connecting to the spirit realm, offering you healing at many levels, emotional, spiritual and physical. Truly a beautiful reading, especially when we consider these two cards as well placed in the mix. So I wish you all the very, very best as you embark on the energies of March and move into April with a lot of promise of opportunities and probably just amazing connection and change. Thank you for subbing and liking, leaving your comments. Check your moon and rising sign. Much love to you all. Namaste.